So I've just woken up not too long ago here on day 3 to an absolutely beautiful day. Looks like we're gonna have sunshine all day long today. Cannot wait for that. It's gonna be a blast. Maybe explore the area a little bit, but for now, just take a look around. Isn't this just absolutely magical? Honestly, could not have found a better camping spot. Extremely happy with this place. We're gonna have some good days here, that's for sure. Just started up the morning fire here to make some coffee. Put the grill up, heat some water, have the coffee, and figure out what we're gonna do today. I think I mentioned earlier, but probably do some exploring back through the major forest here. There's a bunch of trails and different places to check out. Plus, if the fishing isn't quite optimal here, might have to scout out some other openings if there even are any. Otherwise, just keep trying my luck here. Should be another good day. Alright, so pretty much made the coffee. Good to go. So I did it a little bit differently today. Slightly differently. All I did was, since I didn't want that lake water taste, I filtered it first, the gravity filter, since I already had water in there anyways. Then I boiled it, and then filled it up. So, should taste a bit better. I remember doing that before too. I don't know why I didn't just do that yesterday. But I might enjoy this, get some energy in me, and then get the day started. So I think this morning I'm gonna do a bit of fishing whilst I have my coffee as well, because it stays hot for ages, so might as well do something with it. I quickly in the last 5 minutes here just replaced the line because it got all tangled up by the pike extension here. I also want to try a new lure because I wasn't having too much success with this bad boy yesterday. Crazy, what? He was completely blue yesterday. Someone let me know if that's normal. I feel like that's not normal. But that all that just falls off during the night. But kinda wanna try maybe this one. I'm gonna test it out. Can't really film with the professional camera right now since I need it to charge. So if I do catch something, it'll have to be post-catch, and I'll of course show you. And maybe if I'm quick enough, can make a little meal out of it. If it's also small enough, I don't need to catch a huge fish right now. Alright, so some kind of bad news. I was sitting down right down there, tying some knots for my lures, trying out some different fishing techniques, and many boats passed through here, just like this one that's coming here. But for some reason, this one filled with kids and pulling a dinghy on the back decided to go extra fast. So as I was sitting down there with all my charging equipment, my solar panel, everything hooked up, perfectly placed in the sun, that wave came over and completely swallowed up my solar panel and the battery bank it was charging. So I quickly tried to take it. Have no idea if it works anymore. So I'll have to see. But it's kind of going on and off. I keep getting more and more water out of it. It's not looking too good. If that solar panel ends up dying on me, this trip is gonna get cut down a decent amount, because that's kind of what I was using to both recharge the batteries for the camera and power banks that I have with me. It's not looking good, but so I've been fishing for a few hours, not really having a lot of success with it. Not sure if it's just the area or it's me, but like we're up over like 100 casts at this point at least, and not even a bite. So the only fish I see are very small fish along the shore. Maybe it's also the time of day. Should have taken advantage of the early morning and perhaps sundown last night, but maybe I can try that tonight. Otherwise, I did have a look at the map, and it looks like there's a path I can follow through the forest, kind of back from where I came. Well, I came from over there, so I'm gonna go to the right along the island, and it looks like there might be an opening, and if there is, and it's not too far away of a walk, might try to fish there and just quickly bring the fish back as fast as possible, and otherwise prepared here for some lunch. So that's the plan. Let's see how that goes. Right. Now we're back on the path, and we're gonna go up here this time instead of where we came from. See where this leads. I feel like I kind of did hear voices coming from a distance, but hopefully it's just people on a boat or another island. Yeah, we'll see. So I've been walking down the path for a while now, and most of the openings so far are kind of stuff like this, where there's reeds in the way, so that would be a no-go for the hook. I also met a sweet couple back there, had a quick talk with them, and yeah, just gonna keep on going. Only Sweden can do this for you. But I'll continue up the path here for a while longer. I don't know if I'm gonna loop the whole island, because I didn't really pack my things down too well. But we'll check it out. So from what I can gather, that walk is not worth it, at least not today. It started becoming very narrow, almost like a deer path, and the forest started getting more and more dense. I'm just walking around in shorts right now, so that's not the best idea. Otherwise, the openings weren't really that significant. If there were some openings, there were either reeds or a bunch of lily pads in front of them. So even if I did catch something, it would get all tangled up there. We just gotta hope that our luck turns around and that the fishing at our campsite gets better. But I have a small theory that maybe there's not that many fish there because it seems like it's the main passageway from the big lake to this like smaller inlet lake where a lot of the boats dock and I guess either fish or hang out. So the activity is pretty constant in that water and probably disturbs the fish out of there, which is why I've also only seen small ones so far. So we're on our way back. You see the picnic table down there. We'll go back into our camp over there. So after fishing for a while at my own camp with still no success, I decided to take a little excursion in the opposite direction of what I've ventured in before. I found this little area here. Old wooden boat that's tipped over, some collected firewood, fireplace there, a small one down there. But I mean, this is very obviously not, official place to do it. Plus, I only came here to see if I could fish, and what do you know? Completely surrounded by reeds. It's also like when I look at the maps online of this place, a lot of the reeds don't seem like they're really like updated, because maybe it's from a few years back, but it shows this coastline being a lot more clear. So that's slightly frustrating because I think this whole area is probably a lot better fishing than my camp over there, but we'll just have to keep trying, I guess. So I've fished pretty much all day, explored both sides of my area, maybe 200-300 meters each way. No success in any of those factors, so I don't know what's going on. But the fishing aspect of this trip, which was meant to be a huge one, is not looking so well so far, at least not in this spot. Now there's a spot all the way down there that I've seen some of the bigger boats dock at and kind of chill out for a while, go swimming and even do some fishing. I have no idea if that's actually connected to where I am now, because there's a pretty big patch of reeds right there, and I have a feeling that kind of separates the two areas. So I have no idea, but maybe I'll check it out tomorrow. Otherwise, I did see that there was supposed to be some sort of dock connected to a house that goes down over there, so could be a nice idea to just go check it out to get something to do tomorrow. Maybe I'll take a swim there, and who knows, if it's really good, I might even try fishing in that area instead, because the thing is with this area, I do see a lot of fish, especially around dawn and dusk, as you'd expect, but they're the type of fish that eat the insects jumping on the water, and I'm not exactly trying to learn how to fly fish on my second time fishing ever, so yeah, slightly frustrating. I thought this would be an insane fishing spot, just like looking around and considering how many nutrients there are in the reeds, and this being a passageway into another lake, you thought it'd be filled with traffic from all the fish going back and forth, but I don't know. I don't know why there was more success in a random marina compared to this place, but yeah. Probably just gonna make a tiny freeze-dried meal tonight by making some hot water, doing the same as yesterday. I've basically used the saw to completely chop up the burned down tree over there. So I have some firewood that's good to go. Otherwise, I guess I'll just kind of chill out like I've been doing all day and enjoy the last hour, maybe max 2 of sun that I've left. I'm still gonna try to fish a bit when we get closer to actual sundown. You never know. Maybe even a little right now as well. But the plan is, if nothing happens within like the next 30 minutes, then I'll probably just make some food like yesterday. Sitting here on day 3 by the fire with some chicken and rice, just kind of enjoying the last bit of light here before heading to bed for another night. Good morning on day 4. Sunny day today in paradise. Last night before I was heading to bed, or else I was making dinner, these 4 guys come out the forest line over where I did the first day, where I saw the Germans camping here, and they kind of made a exclamation like "ah" when they noticed that this spot was taken, because this is probably where they wanted to be. So I thought they were gonna pitch up over there because it's the only area close by. I know that makes sense, but then it seems like they continued through the forest down the path I was sort of exploring. Just went down to some little opening / dock thing and set up there. But it does make me kind of curious to go check it out. Plus I really need a better fishing spot. This is getting ridiculous here. I'm thinking the game plan for this morning is make some coffee like usual, venture down to what I think might be an open dock down there, and if it is good, come back, get my fishing equipment. Hopefully there's a spot to make a fire over there. That would be the most convenient, but otherwise just go fish there, and if anything I'll have to bring it back here. But yeah, I also just want to explore the area further over there, because it seems like there's a reason people must be stopping their boats there. Plus, probably not passing through here as often as, yeah, there's even a boat coming here now, disturbing this area for fishing. So yeah, that's the plan for now. So I'm going on a walk now, kind of back down the path I originally took to get to my campsite on the first day. It looks like there's supposed to be some sort of dock, and since there was a picture of people there on Google Maps, I assume it's public. Plus, the reason I'm going now is also because back at my own place, these people pulled up with a boat and a jet ski on the rocks right across from my little water area there, like, so they're just like sitting 15-20 meters away from me whilst I'm there, and it's a little bit awkward, so I figured I'd just go ahead and see if there's this spot after all down here. Not really bringing anything with me, but might as well use my time productively to see if this is worthwhile. Oh, would you look at that? Small little house. Not sure if that's in use or what the purpose of that is. Doesn't even show up on the map. There's a small little path I started following that doesn't lead directly to the dock, but I was just wondering what the purpose of it is. Maybe it does lead to the water somewhere. Guess what? I kept going down this side path right next to the opening where there's supposed to be 2 houses and a dock. And I think I'm gonna turn back because it started curving upwards, going inland again instead of out to an opening. So maybe it's just sort of more of a trail for walking somebody has created and doesn't actually lead to the water. So I'm gonna head back across this beam here and see if anyone is in this area. So I've gotten closer now. There's almost this Viking style hut here to begin with, which I think is actually a part of the map to show places you can stay. So there's a little message over there. I'm gonna go read that just now. Otherwise, I can see the houses. It does say private, so hopefully there's a way that cuts to the right around it. So a dock that's supposed to be out there as well. I'm just gonna go check this out first. I was just reading this, can't understand any of it. It's all in Swedish. And I see there's a small path. So I came from up there. There's a small path. Hopefully this is what leads down to the dock. Let's go find out. That's it. So I've successfully made it to the dock I was talking about. And I came around the path right over here, so it doesn't seem like it's private. There was a private sign for the house that's maybe 50 meters that way. There's even a little fireplace, no grill though, a picnic table, a bench here, and honestly, much better fishing conditions. I'd be able to throw much further out there without reeds being all up and around me. There are a few lily pads on either side, but I can just reel it in through the middle. Definitely might just come here to fish and hang out throughout the day, if anything. Okay, so I'm heading back now. Not too sure about this place, to be honest. Oh, there's something up there I might check out. It's just quite overgrown. And the trees, they aren't too level. Like everything's either going up or down. So being able to set up a hammock here is a little difficult. But what in the world is that? What could the usage of this be? Yeah. It almost looks like a chimney. But it's just placed here on top of this big old rock. Seems I have found a viable spot, even a chill little bench here. Now, the only thing, I entered what looked like a Swedish youth church, but it's completely empty. I mean, there's nobody here, no cars outside. They even have a little dock over here. I was thinking of using this area, and then there's a sitting area and a fireplace on the inside and a bunch of trees with nicely cut grass where I can set the hammock up. So honestly, I think I might be making that move today. If for whatever reason not today, definitely tomorrow. I'm gonna go explore the area a little bit more further up here because I saw there was a path as well. But otherwise, this is looking pretty perfect. And especially with the fishing here, that's gonna be much nicer. Path led to another little inlet here. Nicely stacked firewood. Definitely gonna be making use of that. The only thing is, it does look pretty new, so hopefully nobody will be coming during my time here if I move over here. But it's nice to have some different access points as well throughout the day. I'm not sure if I can fish through that tiny little gap, but definitely at the other place. This is the flat area of grass I was talking about. The fire pit right here. Some stuff I can make ready for a seating area. 2 trees right there, 2 trees right there. This whole area is perfect. Now, of course, I'm going to stay away from all their facilities. They have a big yurt-looking thing over there, or rather a big teepee. Bunch of kayaks, and maybe even bathrooms and stuff. But honestly, I think it's just best if I stay away and respect the area. But yeah, I think Might even use these planks and set it up between two of those stumps there and make a bench. On my way out, I'm gonna just show you guys quickly the area I came in through. Just over the hill, there's a few buildings I'll show you after. Just gonna check out the inside of this whilst there's still hopefully nobody here. Oh wow, now that is cool. It's a lot darker in here than it shows on camera, but probably not gonna be using this place because it is insanely hot in here, but still pretty cool if it started absolutely raining like crazy and I could still use this area. Plus some nice firewood laying around. All right, let's go check out the rest. On this flag, it says something. It says Svenske Kyrkans Unga, which I'm pretty sure translates to Swedish Church Youth. It sounded like a generator was on in there, but still, there's nobody here. It says to water this plant here. Oh yeah, what would also be really nice is, even though I have a filtering system, if they have running water out of one of the taps, I'd much prefer that still. Check it out. Just found a little bathroom here. Of course, can't get in there. That's all locked up. But we have running water. And if not from there, of course, we also have the hose right here. So that's a huge help. Of course, this is all me banking on the fact that nobody's going to be coming here. That will be slightly awkward. But for right now, it's a saving grace. So I'm going to appreciate every little aspect. All right, so today I've been searching a bunch of different areas for possible fishing spots, rather openings. No real success. I found a bunch of cool spots. I also previously mentioned this church youth camp that I found that I was for sure set on moving all my stuff over, setting up camp there for the next few days, just because it was a much better spot, better fishing, better swimming, pretty much everything. But I found the company's website that owns that place, and I could actually see that from tomorrow onwards, the whole week, there's a booking there. So there's going to be people there for sure. So no matter how cool it is, it's not going to be an option. And then I came back and I met these 5 guys, around like 19, 20 years old, super cool guys. They went fishing on their boards down here, and nice getting to talk to them. Plus they gave me 2 Corona beers, so can't complain about that. If you're watching this, thank you very much, guys. You guys are absolute legends. Almost I would consider highlight of the trip so far, considering fishing's been completely impossible and this has just become an unnecessary hiking trip with way too much weight on my back as usual. But meeting some people and talking to them for the first time in like 4 or 5 days now has also got me thinking, like, am I staying out here because I've set this arbitrary date in my head, you know, that it needs to be 2 weeks? I'm really not sure about that anymore. I do have to consider, you know, this is my summer vacation. I've waited the entire year, essentially, to be on summer vacation. Why would I force myself to sit around and do nothing all day, even though it's a beautiful spot, love the area. But the whole purpose of this trip is not really coming to fruition, considering the difficulties I'm having with the fishing and the general lack of open coast up here because of the reeds being so constant, and also the fact that there's not really many other campsites nearby that make sense for what I want to do. Can't lie either, the freeze-dried food is already getting pretty old, having eaten that every single day now. It was supposed to be balanced with the fish I'd be catching, and of course I only catch a pike in the marina on the first night, where I was just fishing for fun and not because I actually needed to eat it. So there's a very good chance I might make the route home tomorrow. However, there is a slight issue with that. Most of the trains depart at midday, so around 12 or 1. Those are essentially the only trains I can take for my route, but it is approximately a 4.5, I would estimate, more so 5.5 hours walk out of here, with plus minus 30 kg on my back. So walking those like 20 kilometers back to Lidköping for the train is gonna have to be very well timed, which would mean I'd almost have to latest leave my camp at 7 a.m. So I'd have to be packed up and ready and walking by 7 a.m., which is also a difficult task in and of its own. I'm gonna have to do some brainstorming. I thought about splitting the trip back over 2 days, but looking at the possibilities of both being able to get water and being able to make a fire for food, basically being slim to none on the walk back, because it's just a hell march through a bunch of farm fields essentially. So yeah, those are the thoughts right now. We'll see how it goes. If I come up with anything else tonight, then of course let you guys know. But yeah, it's been nice so far though, of course. It's still been a nice trip, but next time I certainly need to do some more research about the area I'm going into. I think the biggest mistake I made was assuming all of these on Google Maps, which look brown and gray on Google Maps, I thought they were just rocks. I thought it was huge faces of rock like this that I could easily traverse the whole coast, fish as much as I want, but no, it's like 95% reeds covering every single shoreline up here. So if anything, reeds have been the downfall of this trip and not anything else. Just makes you kind of regret putting in so much effort into the walk to come forward to still beautiful location, but absolutely horrible place to fish. Well, gotta be happy for what we got. Still a beautiful spot. And I think I'm just gonna pack down for the night, probably make some freeze-dried food for dinner again, and yeah, call it a night for today. So okay everyone, welcome to a very early start on day 5. As you can probably tell, I have made the decision today is going home day. It is 20 minutes past 5 a.m. I purposely woke up this early because I have to catch a train at 1 p.m., something like that, and I want to at least be in the main town minimum an hour before, so I can head to the supermarket, take my time, not be stressed, and actually have something to eat for the way home instead of like I did on the way out here, where I had absolutely nothing in those long hours. So I'm standing here, have ripped my bags apart to reorganize and repack everything. Just gotta get the hammock down, quickly make some coffee, quickly actually also make some freeze-dried food, since it's gonna be the only food that I have in me for this 4.5, 5, maybe in 5.5 hours hike all the way back to town. 20 kilometers hike with 30 kg plus on my back. It's gonna be pretty tough, but I'm ready for it. We made it out here. We can definitely make it home too. Trip didn't end up being, of course, exactly what we had planned, but there's many more trips to come, no doubt about that. Many more locations to discover, and many new things to try. And I need to go fishing way more in some spots that actually allow me to and don't limit me like this. Plus, those guys yesterday, they actually were nice enough to give me some of their lures. So, or at least that one guy in the beginning was. So that's super nice because I really needed that. But yeah, I'm going to put the camera down, hurry up, pack down my stuff, get some food in me as it's the last I'll have for a while, fill to the last bit of water and probably take that with me, and I'll have maybe a tiny bottle of water for all those hours. And then I'll get out of here. Alright, I'm all packed up and good to go. Couldn't get this as far down as I wanted to like last time, but yeah, ready for a 19-ish 20 kilometer hike, and then around 7 hours of train rides. Let's get it. Alright, so I'm done with the first 6 kilometers, and it's just 12 more kilometers of endless roads just like this.